Hey everyone, Rob here from Gunfather Milsim, bringing you a review of not a product, but actually a service. So this last weekend I attended Operation Underdog. It was my first 40-hour Milsim, and it was a great time, and I'll do more videos on that in the future. A lot to unpack there. But real quick, while I still have the product, to do a quick review, I want to talk about nightvisionrental.com. Now, this is a company that rents out night vision to hunters and airsoft players, and all sorts of different options that they rent out to you for a really affordable price. I've always said there's two types of players at night games. There's those who have night vision, and there are targets. You do not want to be a target. So 10 years ago, you go to a Milsim op and not have night vision and still have a pretty good time. Back then, only about 20-25% of the players actually brought night vision to the game. Anymore, especially with these long 40-hour Milsims where it's basically designed around nighttime play and having night vision, if you don't have it, you're going to have a really long weekend. So you got to get yourself some night vision to really take advantage of these events. At Operation Underdog this last weekend, out of the 80-some players, I think well over 60 of them had some sort of night vision device, and I'm talking nice night vision, helmets, dual nods, the whole nine. So the problem with night vision is it's really expensive. It's $3,000 to $5,000 for a good setup. And for a guy who's only going to use it a couple times a year at these night games, it's really not worth the investment. That's where nightvisionrental.com comes in. I looked up this company. They didn't give me anything free. I just looked them up on my own in preparation for this event. So the way the service works is you select whatever night vision package you're interested in. In my case, I chose the Rifle Buddy, which was a PVS 14 that came with a GG&G rifle mount. It costs $98 a day. They ship it out to you the day before your event. You go to your event, you ship it back when you get back home. For me, it would have been a 3-day rental. It was about $300. Really good deal for what I was getting. And if you want to take that rental fee and use it towards purchasing it, you can. Unfortunately, due to a minor mistake on their part, they failed to ship it out on time, and I got a phone call on Thursday, the day before I had to leave, from the owner of the company, admitting the mistake and said, hey, I'm going to make it up to you. I'm going to send you a thermal scope instead, no additional cost. I said, well, that's not really going to help me because I got to leave tomorrow morning. He goes, where are you going? I told him I'm going to D-Day Adventureland Park in Oklahoma. He said, no problem. My business is in Oklahoma. I'm already heading down there to deliver a bunch of devices. Tell you what, I'm still going to upgrade you to a thermal scope for free, and I'm going to deliver it to you, and it'll be waiting there for you when you get there. Sure enough, when I arrived, this optic was waiting for me. This is a N-Vision X thermal scope. This thing is really cool. It came with two 18-650 rechargeable batteries. They were supposed to last for 7 hours. I used this for 5 hours solid, and I'm telling you, the charge indicator in the view screen, it never reduced at all. So I don't know how long they actually last, but didn't have to put any extra batteries in it or anything. So this thermal scope comes with an ADM mount on it. I mounted it on my ICS M4. You see, you just put it on the rail. I put it on the furthest point back. I found that worked best. Clicks in place and ready to go. It's got a lot of awesome features. It's got 2, 4, and 8 power zoom that you can switch between. You can also switch between different variations of vision, where there's just an outline, or the heat signature is white or it's black or whatever. I tried all of them. I found the standard white worked best for me. You can turn down the brightness, all sorts of features. There's also video recording on it. I didn't do any video recording because I wasn't really prepared for it. If I do this again, and I'll probably rent this device, I'm definitely going to do some video recording so I can show you guys kind of really what it looks like. I'll show you a still photo I took of it. It's kind of hard to get a still photo to work with these, but you can kind of get an idea how well it works. I could sit there and look at like the tree line, and I could see, okay, there's an owl, there's an armadillo, there's a deer, literally a half mile away. It was absolutely amazing. There is nowhere to hide from a thermal scope, nowhere. So this would have been a huge advantage for me, and it really was, but I wasn't the only one out there with this. There was probably, of all the players there, at least 6 or 8 of us had some sort of thermal imaging device. So I wasn't the only one with it, and constantly you could hear the other team calling up, hey, thermal up, thermal up. My guys would call me up when we were out on night patrol, hey, come up here with a thermal and scope this area and make sure it's clear, because you can just see that far with it, so much farther than night vision with so much better detail. In fact, several times we were on a patrol and we'd hear a lot of noise in the brush, and they wouldn't be able to see what the source was with their night vision. But with my thermal, I could see, oh, that's just an armadillo, walking through some leaves or whatever. Hey, that's an entire enemy team. So huge advantage. Now this optic brand new cost over $7,000. You can rent it from them for $124 a day. Do yourself a favor, if you're going to a Milsim or a long Milsim, just a weekend Milsim, I don't care. rent a night vision device from these guys, or better yet, a thermal device. It is really going to improve your enjoyment of the event. You're going to have a lot of fun, and it's worth every penny. Their customer service is excellent. I can't recommend them enough. I will be using them again, and I'm definitely going to be renting this again in the future. That's all I have for this video. Just a real quick shout out to nightvisionrental.com. If you like my content, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know how YouTube works. Better yet, support my content by buying some merch. You can go to my store, diceshowtactical.com. That's my company. I sell Gunfather Milsim patches. They look like that in a variety of colors. I also sell bungee slings that I make here, like this one. This is my 1 to 2 point conversion elite sling. Does stuff like that. Thanks for watching.